Bastard.
Hey everyone, welcome to Flat Out Motorsport. So we are revealing our $1,000 R31 today.
Doll hair.
So let me be clear, this didn't cost us $1,000. We purchased it for $1,000. The quick story is a mate found it on the side of the road. He went ahead and asked the neighbour if it was for sale, and it was for sale. He offered her $1,000. He couldn't take it, so he called us and said, hey, I got a $1,000 R31 available, do you want it? We decided to take it on, and the good thing was the engine was already disassembled, so half the work was kind of done for us, and since then we've been building the car up. So Terry's behind the camera, and what we're going to do, we're going to go from front to back of the car and show you what we've done, just to give you an idea on the time and the upgrades this R31 has got. So as far as the body goes, we haven't done too much. We've just given it a good wash. The former owners of this car did a rattle can job. Unfortunately, when we did the Adelaide Rally in this thing, when we peeled the stickers off, it took a fair bit of paint with it, unfortunately. It's an easy fix. However, I know it's there. You probably might be able to see it in the video. So anyway, we'll get into it. Come with me and we can do a walk around of the car. We'll start at the front. Got this nice little clear indicators that I believe Terry picked up. These are pretty cool, and listen, I guess it's individuality with this kind of thing. Some people swear by the OEM original orange ones.
Yeah.
I like the clear with the orange globe, so whatever. Come over here, we got these really nice MST M11 15s. So we picked these up from Facebook Marketplace, and honestly, I think they match the car really well. They got this nice little like double lip here. It matches the black with it's not too glossy. It does have a glossy finish, but anyway, each to their own. Got some white line tyre valve caps, and Terry, if you can zoom in, we're running Project New pads on the front and RDA slotted on the front. So, and we're also running the same pads on the rear and RDA stock rotors on the rear. So anyway, come on in. Bride seat, Bride Lomax bucket.
Factory rail.
Yes, you modded it a little bit, which was very nice, and we got the lovely
for the cops.
We got the lovely fitment mats, so they match the car really nice. I went with the blue checker to kind of match the blue interior. As you can see, it's an old car, so door trims present well, but we got a little bit of work to do. However, the car's functioning. It's not really a big deal for me personally. That's all right. Terry, come on in here. So obviously it's been manual converted. We had the gearbox checked by 1110 Engineering. So Rick was really helpful. Thank you very much, Rick. He did a full seal kit and installed that. And we got the SAS double gauge. So that is oil, engine pressure, and
it's actually really easy to fit too.
Yeah, that was, this is a really cool little addition. So if you're looking to get a little bit of quality control with what your engine's doing, I really like this. And Terry, I'm not sure, come through the back, mate. Little dice for the volume. So not that it works or anything, but I think it's cool. I think it's cool anyway. So let's head under the bonnet and show you what we've done. So we're running naturally aspirated. We're going to turbo it, but the car essentially has turbo provisions. So I'll run you from front to back. So we got engine oil cooler and power steering coolers that are mounted in here. I'm not sure if you can see them, but it's a nice little discreet spot. It's not too obvious. Obviously this runs, the engine oil cooler runs around here, and just through here we got the G-Ready G-Rex adapter
Salika spares for that one if anybody's asking.
So they helped us out a lot, and that uses the SR20 oil filter. So as you can see, comes out of here and just goes through the side here. Very nice indeed. We got the GK Tech clutch fan. That's kind of a must-have for a lot of these R31s. Turbo Smart fuel pressure regulator. We've upgraded the oil pump to the RB25 turbo oil pump. The injectors are RB25 turbo injectors. The throttle body is a KD...
is it a KE24?
KE24. It's the throttle body off the Nissan Bluebirds with the 2.4 litres.
Yeah, newer ones.
Yes,
well, 90s one, I guess.
Yes, and a new throttle cable. We're running a Maxima airflow meter, so that's a V6 Maxima airflow meter.
People playing at home, pink label.
Yes, pink label airflow meter. We had to upgrade the brake booster. The engine was obviously rebuilt by our good mate Josh, so the whole bottom end was taken care of, which is really nice. We are running a stock head, and it did get tuned, and we were quite happy with the results.
Thank you, CC.
Yes, the car performs really well. It's got great torque. It's really nice to drive. We're super happy with it. So as far as not boring you to death, the car is essentially kind of brand new underneath. Most of the bushes have been
rebuilt.
Yeah, rack has been rebuilt as well.
Really?
Yeah, coilovers, S13 front end, rack rebuilt, and rear head drain, of course. See, we got a Chris Milton rear oil drain just here. That's been really handy. That's just for quality control. When we take it to the track, it just kind of a little bit of it's just for a bit of insurance. Obviously, extractors, as you can see, that goes into a 200 cell cat, and Terry did the rest of the exhaust, which it sounds really good, and I'll give you a start up in a moment.
Custom. New
exhaust studs as well. You know, we got these nice little black billet retainer rocker cover bolts. They're really nice. Once again, each to their own.
Well, we did do the guards because they were a little bit rusty, but we fixed them up, painted them. They look good. Yeah, they look good, and obviously it's got a NIS tune on it. So the NIS tune took care of the 255 fuel pump that we have in here. And I will pop the boot, not to show you the pump, rather. I couldn't find an OEM mat, so we actually, I used Terry's mat, and we did a couple of measurements and kind of made my own. So as you can see, it presents pretty well. We might do a few more of these actually, and maybe see if we can sell them to the R31 people of the world. True.
But as far as it goes, it's all pretty stock set up in the back. But as you can see, lovely little rear muffler. It sounds fantastic, and I'll give it a start up in a moment. It'll be a hot start, unfortunately, not a cold start, but it'll give you an idea on how it's sounding. And then there's probably a lot more that I haven't really mentioned. I might leave a description of what has actually been done. Obviously, the block was decked, the head was shaved, multi-layer head gasket, a lot of those real nice goodies to just make the RB30 way more reliable. These are reliable engines anyway, but I guess now it's even more reliable, which is really nice. Series 2 Louvre. So it presents well. It doesn't look like it doesn't belong on the car. It kind of matches it. And obviously we've gone for the kind of black and white panda theme. Unintentionally though, it's kind of what the car already looked like. And we kind of ran with it, and it seems to present pretty well. So I'll give you a start up. It'll be a hot start, so please forgive me. We've been driving around for a little bit.
Fuel pump's almost louder than the exhaust, yeah, but it sounds good though. We
had some problems with the fuel pump that we couldn't figure out for a while. I got a bigger relay installed because of the upgraded fuel pump. The ECU was getting hot, so I had to take it to a few people, and what we discovered was the fuel pump just needed a bigger earth from the fuel pump to the chassis. We already had an earth on it, it just needed a bigger earth. That was causing the ECU to get a little bit hot, to the point where we cooked the original ECU, unfortunately. So this was something that was a big learning curve for us because it was kind of new. But anyway, it's all sorted now. The car did the Adelaide Rally. It did most of the Adelaide Rally. We had a mechanical issue with it that we just couldn't premeditate and we couldn't see happening. So as far as it went, it performed really well with the Adelaide Rally. So can't really fault it. And we'll reveal Terry's car shortly. And let me just say, with Terry's car, Terry's build has been more aesthetically based. So his car looks better, it's straighter, the paint's better, and it presents really, really well. So as far as interior goes, Terry's car is a nicer place to sit, in my opinion, and the car looks better. Mine presents well. It doesn't look as good as Terry's. However, I've put all my time and money into the driveline, into the brakes, into the suspension, into the bushes, into the engine. So whereas Terry still has to do that with his car, it's kind of giving you an idea on kind of where our builds were going at the time. So I hope you've enjoyed this little reveal, and I hope you guys appreciate the R31. We'll have a few more videos coming up shortly, but now we will get to revealing Terry's car. Other things that we forgot to mention in this video, guys, it's got a Exceedy heavy duty clutch, new clutch fork and bearing clip. It's got the lightened and balanced flywheel. It has held braided brake lines all round, coilovers front and rear,
white line rear sway bar with lateral locks. It's got the GK Tech solid steering bush, Wasp LCA ball joints, new rack ends and tie rods. With the bottom end refresh, it got Hastings piston rings, ARP head studs, crank and oil pump SKF speedy sleeves, a genuine rear main seal, a genuine oil pickup O-ring. It's got ACL race big end bearings, ACL race main bearings, Gates racing timing belt, Gates auxiliary belts, new engine mounts. With cooling, it's got the Gates water pump, new coolant temp sensor, the SAS water temp adapter, Tark's top feed fuel rail, new CAS, new leads, genuine Denso Lume fuel injector plugs, new fuel lines from sender to hard lines, an Aeroflow lifetime air filter panel, and it got a new windscreen.
Starting fresh. This was a Series 2 R31. I brought it from Noarlunga, and it was a one owner from a lady, and from Noarlunga it was kind of rusty. It used to be silver, but I hate silver cars. I wanted it to be white. I love white. White R31s is where it's at. I pulled the whole car to bits, windows out, everything, rust converted, like cut out spots where the rust was and all that sort of stuff. Rattle canned outside with Rust-Oleum, inside's rattle can with dripper color, black. 2 bride buckets in it with factory rails, so it's all good. Manual converted, S13 front end. My motor has not been done, it's all original, oil leaks, all the good stuff. Series 1 front with passage front grille. Series 1 or 1/2 front bar, but the bottom, the lip, for people asking, because a lot of people ask me, that's a Series 3 bar, but I cut it, and then I cut it down the guts and then shortened it to bring it in to fit on the Series 1/2 bar. So it's kind of a custom 3 bar, but not. And that's really about it on mine. Wheels, I don't know, these wheels will work something, I can't remember what they are.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if we can do some research on them, because they're nice wheels.
I got them cheap, but they are a 3-piece wheel. Series 3, rare as hen's teeth, rear louver. Got it from you, pull it for $30. Cop that. Plates, custom plates that I love, because my first white Skyline had premium plates, so I wanted to go back to my first Skyline back in 2007, I think it might have been. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, see, Terry, as I mentioned before, your car is a much nicer place to sit. I just love the black and everything you've done here.
Same fitment auto.
Yeah, obviously gone with the fitment
mats. Stereo
mats.
Doesn't work.
They are great. So yeah. As far as your car goes, it's just such a nice place to sit. It's just with the black roof and all the black accents. It's just awesome. And if you come over to my car, I mean, it presents well. Don't get me wrong, but I just find Terry's car just a nicer place to sit, because mine's obviously the base model, so it's just the stock standard blue. Don't have any mats in it, but as far as it goes, it's okay. We've seen way worse in general. As far as the dash mat's really nice, and the fitment mats do help it out a little bit. So mine does present well, but Terry's is just fantastic. He obviously put a lot of time and effort into getting the interior looking like this, and it's just really nice.
That's 4 years of trying to find parts off random stuff. Oh, hang on.
Yeah, you're right.
That's all. It's just every little thing I changed on this thing, everything. So it was just like I had to find stuff from different cars. So I'm very happy. But that's how it is when you're trying to build a good build. But yeah, next thing on this one would be
get that striker done, mate.
See, shot's perfect.
Very nice. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed this review. Hopefully we might be able to do some, some drive-bys of the cars, and maybe some onboard footage. So bear with us and we'll see if we can tee that up. We still are on a public road that's kind of semi-closed, but we had a lovely police officer who was incredibly nice and allowed us to do our thing.
Adelaide Car Club, because we're both on Club Rego.
Yeah, get these. If you do have these cars, get them on Club Rego. We use Adelaide Car Club, so they've been really good and really helpful throughout the whole process, so can't really complain. It's incredibly cheap and really bang for buck. So we're off to see our engine builder today, just to pay him a visit to, say thank you for, helping us out with this. The engine's incredibly reliable and performs really well, so Josh is a bit of a wizard when it comes to that stuff, so we're very happy with that. Anyway, we will show you some onboard footage. I might do a couple of flybys, Terry, of both cars, and hope you guys enjoy.
bastard.